And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Just absolute domination in this one for Pekovic. He's got 13 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
Well, you have to protect the rim, Clark. You know that. And when you do that as well as he has today, it really bodes well for your team.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And it's Leonard in at the 3. Shot clock at 6. And Young, here we go. Here's Parker. Dishes it to Green. Splitter kicks to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the right block. Nice touch on the bank shot. Leonard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs. Now Rubio.
Kawhi Leonard has been talked about and mentioned as the future of this San Antonio Spurs team. 23 years old is all he is, and already a great defender and a much improved shooter from his days at San Diego State.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kevin, Spurs coach Greg Popovich is so highly respected by his peers. Thunder coach Scott Brooks said there are 3 things you can count on: death, taxes, and Pop winning 50 games. Dallas coach Rick Carlisle called him, quote, the best coach in any sport ever and the smartest man in the history of the world. Kevin, he wasn't joking.
High praise indeed. Thank you, Doris. Shot clock at 3. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Pekovic. And yes, sir, that one drops. Pekovic has got 15 points.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And those are the kind of plays that will turn that deficit into a lead quickly. So solid defense on the ball, that's the key.
Duncan with the bucket. And for Kawhi Leonard, we know about his defense, but you think, Steve, he can become a go-to offensive player?
Well, he's going to need to, Kevin, when Parker, Ginobili, and Duncan move on. This is going to be Kawhi Leonard's team. And I thought what was interesting was the Spurs gave him more of a burden last year offensively. They started to give him more and more looks isolation-wise down the block. And he's developed at a beautiful rate. He's coming into his own.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Parker outside. Duncan with a screen on Martin. Back to Parker. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Rubio, the pass to Martin. Back to Rubio. Martin against Parker. Here's Wiggins, and again it's Minnesota.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Duncan outside. He kicks it to Parker. Duncan dishes to Parker. Shot clock at 6. Splitter misses.
Well, still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3, even before that miss.
Pekovic with the screen for Rubio. It's blocked by Duncan. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in.
In for your Spurs, Manu Ginobili.
Rubio against Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Martin attacking. Second chance shot. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Pekovic.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
Parker kicks to Splitter, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. 9 feet out, and Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Some changes for Minnesota. Brewer comes in for Kevin Martin, and Mo Williams subbed in for Ricky Rubio. San Antonio leading by 5. Parker passes to Duncan. It's taken away by Brewer. Williams up on top, covered by Parker. Williams dishes to Brewer. Young sets a screen for Brewer. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Oh, man, they needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
And a good one, defensively and offensively. It's been a terrific stretch for him.
Now here's Parker. 13 points in the game. Here's Leonard. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Clark, you think of how much success the Spurs have had, and it's almost as if they can plug anyone in, and they are immediately on the same page and working as a unit.
Well, they make it look easy, but there's a lot of work that goes into that. They evaluate the players they bring in, wanting to fit them into a culture that already exists, and the continuity and consistency you get from the top down. Greg Popovich, Tim Duncan. When you've got those guys in place, then you throw in Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker. Now you've got a group that you can win with for a long time, and they've done just that.
And so it's Minnesota with it. They trail by 3. Pekovic with the screen for Williams. Timberwolves passing it around. Pekovic inside. Splitter's there, and that one's good. Pekovic.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Parker outside. Pass to Splitter. Here's Duncan, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 12. Now here's Brewer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Tries it from the top of the key. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Wiggins.
This game has taken on a new feel since halftime.
For sure, the energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Corey Brewer, 2-time NCAA champion at Florida alongside Joakim Noah and Al Horford. And last season, a return to Minnesota where he started his career. Now in the second year of a 3-year deal.
The Spurs making a switch here. Diaz checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Zhang's checked in. San Antonio's gone to 3-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Duncan kicks to Leonard. Rebound by Dang. And Corey Brewer-Clark said despite his ACL surgery a few seasons back, he feels he's faster now than when he came into the league.
And that's a good thing, Kevin. You know he can struggle to score in the half court. Not a really good shooter or ball handler, but with his speed, he really flourishes in transition.
For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Diaw, the screen. Parker with it. Williams picks him up. Ginobili with the three. The rebound by Young. Young's got his 5th rebound in this one. Wiggins passes to Brewer. The kick out to Williams. To the wing on the left. 18 feet out. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Diaw dishes to Ginobili. Good, and it's Diaw with the assist that time. Diaw's got 3 assists in the game. Minnesota's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Williams kicks to Young. The feed now to Brewer. Back to Young. It's stolen by Duncan. Ginobili attacking. Minnesota's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Williams has got the game tied up here for Minnesota. San Antonio's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Williams against Parker. The step back jumper is good. Parker's got 4 this quarter. Minnesota shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Here's Williams. And again, it's Minnesota. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Parker outside. Into Tim Duncan. It's taken away by Brewer. And now, running up the court, Brewer pushing it up. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Tony Parker. And a change for the Timberwolves. Bennett's checked in for Young. And here's Mills. He has 6. No good on the 3.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
And it's Wiggins missing.
That's one he knows he should have made.
The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Mo Williams.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Minnesota making some changes. J.J. Barea checked in for Wiggins, and Levine subbed in for Mo Williams. For San Antonio, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Well, this was a very consistent free throw shooting team a year ago. They shot about 79%.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys. They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Now here's Duncan. 11 points in the game. Mills can't hit.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Here is Barea. The lead is 2. Duncan with the block. Mills with it. He's got 9. Kicks to Ginobili. To the left side wing. Screen by Duncan. Right wing, 6 on the shot clock. Bellinelli. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Minnesota's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's Levine. His three-pointer's off the mark. San Antonio's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Ginobili, the pass to Mills. Into Tim Duncan. And that misses. That would have put him up. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Levine. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Now Mills. And there's the pass to Ginobili. Diaw, the screen. With 1 on the clock. Misses. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Minnesota on top, up by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. San Antonio trailing here. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Levine. Martin is out there with Bennett. And there's Pekovic. And it's Rubio in at the point guard position. And Green gets it to go. Green's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Spurs. And for the Timberwolves, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. To the left wing. Puts up a 3. Good.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Definitely a big improvement in their shooting from what we saw before the break.
Here's Mills. He dishes it to Green. And Minnesota gets called for the foul. Ginobili with the ball. And it's Martin picking him up. 6 on the shot clock. Ginobili against Martin. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Ginobili.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Here's Levine. Now, here's Bennett. Martin kicks to Levine. Here's Rubio. And a miss there on the triple. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. The dish now to Green. Pass to Splitter. Another one falls for San Antonio. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
This could be an instant classic, fellas. I mean, this thing has all the looks of a game that's going to go right down to the last shot.
And Minnesota has possession after the basket by San Antonio. And that one's good, Pekovic.
He is not going to stop battling until that final whistle blows. What a putback.
So it's San Antonio now. Mills dishes to Green. Right side, Green. Good. Green's got 4 points this quarter. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Rubio, the pass to Levine. Pekovic with the screen on Green. Levine kicks to Martin. They get it again.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
Hills with it, covered by Rubio. It's Ginobili on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. The shot misses. And Minnesota now the other way. Feeds to Rubio. Green with the block, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. A different look now for San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Young's checked in for Minnesota. Wiggins comes in for Levine. Wiggins with it. He's against Green. Clock at 6. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Checking out the game Thaddeus Young is having. He has 8 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And we're also seeing that power down low. A lot of good offensive moves down on the block. There were a lot of hopeful Minnesota fans thinking they had a chance at the playoffs last year early, but injuries and slumps derailed their season.
That one misses. Well, it doesn't seem that long ago, but it's been a decade, Clark, a decade since the Wolves were in the playoff situation.
Time moves on. You know that, Kevin. It races by. Hard to believe they were a postseason lock for much of the late 90s and early 2000s.
There's a guy named Kevin Garnett that was there to help that cause.
Yes, sir.
And here's Rubio. Outside Martin for the 3. Another miss by Minnesota.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Parker outside. Green up on top. Back to Parker. A 3-ball. And the shot is good. Now it's a 5-point San Antonio lead.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Rubio outside. He feeds it to Young. Got a piece of it. Parker with it. Diaw, the screen. It's Parker with the drive. An easy layup after coming off the pick. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Rubio outside. This is to Young. At the elbow, Martin. Shot clock at 5. Looking to end the run. Rebound San Antonio. They've led by as much as 10. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Green dishes to Leonard. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Minnesota calls timeout.
A lot of people thought that Danny Green would build on his play from the 2013 playoffs last season, but was marred by injuries and underwhelming performances from him. Definitely not what he nor Spurs fans were hoping for.
Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Flip Saunders was just going over the plan with his team. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here, see if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
Now, here's Rubio. He kicks to Young. Out to the right wing. Wiggins passes to Pekovic. Soft touch off the glass. Pekovic has got 10 points in just the second half. And Danny Green last season, a dip in his field goal and three-point percentage club.
You know, he hit a slump around the middle of the season, but he finished strong. Still a highly efficient scorer in their offense.
Duncan against Young, and that one's good. Duncan's got the lead back up to 10 now for the Spurs. The Timberwolves have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Pekovic with it. Splitters there. Leaps for it. Martin from outside, and that one's good.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took them a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
Now here's Parker. Duncan outside. Takes the 13-footer. Again, the Spurs good for two.
Smart move with that mismatch he's got.
You know what? That extra advantage sure pays off on the mid-range jumper.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Kevin Martin on the way. Pekovic with the screen for Martin. Into Pekovic. Can't get it to go. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Now Parker. Duncan outside. Looking for a splitter. He gets it there. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. And it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
That's really set them apart today, guys. That success from the mid-range.
Well, these are two teams that clearly you've seen the difference in offensive philosophies here.
Now here is Martin. And it's off from three-point range.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Leonard kicks to Parker. Past the splitter. Shot clock at 6. Kevin Martin with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 11. Rubio outside. Martin kicks to Wiggins. Here's the 3, and he gets it to go. Wiggins has got 20.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
San Antonio's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. The feed now to Duncan. From 13, and another basket for San Antonio.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
Well, they might as well continue to pull up and let it fly.
Now, here's Rubio. Jumper off the screen, and he gets it to go.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Kicks it to Leonard. Goes back up. Here's Rubio. Young, a screen on Leonard. Timberwolves passing it around. Young's shot is off. San Antonio leading by 8. Parker with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Green dishes to Duncan. Outside Leonard. Goes in for the dunk.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
Minnesota calls timeout. Look at Tony Parker. What a contribution.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Manu Ginobili is checked in for Green. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kev. Well, during that last break, I heard Flip Saunders addressing his team. He told Pekovic that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. San Antonio leading by 8. Parker passes to Leonard. In low to Duncan, and stolen by Pekovic. Wiggins kicks to Young. It's stolen by Duncan. Ginobili with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. Out to Parker. Leonard on the wing. Back to Parker. Clock at 6. No good from 18. Timberwolves trail by 8. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Young slams it home.
And that's not supposed to happen. Come on now. You're not supposed to throw an alley-oop from that kind of distance. Come on.
And then Clark to dunk it with authority.
Man.
Wow.
How about the communication between the teammates? That was an impressive display.
Parker kicks to Splitter. Outside, Ginobili. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Martin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Screen by Young. Rubio dishes to Young. Back to Rubio. And Young kicks to Pekovic. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 6. Parker with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Parker passes to Leonard. He dishes it to Duncan. Feeds to Ginobili. From outside the arc. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 9. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Parker. Minnesota making some changes. Here's Barea. Another miss by Minnesota. Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
Here's Mills. Duncan dishes to Ginobili. Passes to Mills. Just 4 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Mills has got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs. And the Timberwolves call timeout. They're losing by 11. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they can call timeouts all they want, but it's not going to do a whole lot of good at this point.
Yeah, this one's about done. The writing's on the wall. There's nothing they can do to change this one.
Here's Barea. And good. He nails it. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Bellinelli. And here's Mills. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Tony Parker. And Tony, there was an intensity to the way this team played. Were you guys amped up?
We were motivated tonight. You know, today we were on a mission. We want to make a statement, and we played great basketball, great ball movement. Everybody wasn't selfish. We shot the ball a lot better, and we played great defense.
Statement delivered, mission accomplished. Nice win, Tony. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Tim Duncan.